My name is Obi Damuwa Bekon, and I work with the prof. We are from the business school. Professor Boateng is our boss, and we're working together with him. Great. So I'm discussing with you business plan preparation. And just like the man who represents the minister said, this is not the first time you're hearing about business plans. And so you're going to say, what are you having new to tell us? Because a lot of you already began business and you're in the middle of a business. So the assumption is that you're not hearing this for the first time. And just like the gentleman said also exactly, a lot of you are doing well without this. So you're saying within yourself, so what is in for me? And I can assure you there's a lot in what we're going to discuss for you. A lot. And as we go through the pages, I will show you. So first, we will talk about overview of a business plan. Overview of a business plan, and you can write in your jotter. You can also listen. I don't know if you're allowed to record. I'm not sure. Now, so what is on the board is saying that today, all organizations require a business plan. That's the first point in terms of overview. And when we say organizations, we include even public sector organizations. So the question is, why are public sector organizations requiring business plan? And on the overview, we've included something we call public-private partnership initiatives. So if you are a public sector, you're not making any profit for any commercial reason, so what do you need a business plan for? University of Ghana, we have a lot of private people who are doing hostels for us. Immediately those things come in, is PPP, and we demand a business plan. So public sector organizations are also in need of what? A business plan. So today we say all organizations, that's why I didn't say company, including University of Ghana. Example, our PPP initiative, public-private partnership initiative. Example, hostel. That's step one. So what we are trying to do here is to go through the scale to be able to, number one, understand. Not doing it technically though, but just to have an idea about it. So that if somebody, your accountant or your manager or anybody does it, I think you can have some idea about it. Now, what I've done in the slides is to just use a hypothetical company called executive car renting company in the staff. So as we discuss, you will see a lot. So the first point we are trying to establish is that today every organization needs a business plan, and that is what I've explained: public sector, non-governmental organization, and commercial organization. Step two is about what and what. It's fine. Or maybe you can either drop it down. It's fine. All right, so can you move forward? Okay, great. Right, so very quickly. So we have subdivided our discussion into 4. And when we are done, we will leave quarter of an hour for questions and interaction. So 4 stuff means subdivision. Overview of a business plan. Then we're looking at business initiatives that require business plan. Can you check it for us? There's a dialog box on it. Okay, great. And then questions that business plans answers, and then structure of a business plan. So first, let's go into the overview. So in terms of overview, let's come here. So The overview talks about the fact that business plan, just like what the minister said, answers the question, how do we move from the unknown to the known? Helps us to answer the question, how do we move from the unknown to the known? Unknown here refers to the fact that, there is one district, one factory secretariat, and they're saying, if you can submit wonderful initiative, we're likely to help you. So this is a brain work. This is abstract work. So this is unknown. So we say, how do you move from that desire to the known? And we said, what can give birth to that one is the business plan. So business plans are what help us to move from the unknown to the known. Oh, you met me at a hotel here. I'm from Dubai. Oh, you've spoken to me at length. Yeah, it looks as if what you're doing is great. But this is an example of what? Unknown. The known has to do it what it is. So business plans are the vehicles help us to move from the unknown to the known. The unknown refers to things that are in your brain, your idea. You talk about it, you say it, people can be enthused about it. We're saying that all this place, you're still working within the unknown. Anytime you have it and you say, here is it, you've now then moved from the unknown to the known. It's very important. So you can say where you've gotten now in your business. You really, really want to scale up. So they really, really want to scale up. It is still an unknown. How do you want to scale up? How you want to scale up becomes the known. And we say the only way you can give birth to that one, you get to show it in the paper and the business plan. All right. So like I said, I will be using this corporation I created as a hypothetical business to let you know how do we go into a business plan. Now, so first of all, if we all of us here, let's assume that we have one company and we want to develop a business plan for. Now, it will require us that at the preamble, we need to summarize our idea into two main concepts. So we are assuming that all of us here have one business, and we are learning how to prepare a business plan. On our first page is that because people are busy, they don't have time and blah, blah, blah. They want to look at what we do. They want to look at our scope. The starting point is that we have to summarize everything that we are doing in two main concepts. That is what is on the board. So the first one is, where are we trying to arrive? University of Ghana, where are we trying to arrive? The second one has to do with University of Ghana. What do you do? We don't teach all the course in this life, on this world. So the second one is University of Ghana. What do you do? Philosophy, political science, nursing. It will come to the second one. But ultimately, University of Ghana, what do you want to be known is the first one. So if we are writing a plan, all of us, we have one company. In our first page, we need to summarize these two things. Ultimately, what do we want to? It has to be in. Why? If somebody is coming on board, those things are key indicators. I've come to see a nice hotel. It's booming. So what next? So we need to summarize that into two concepts. One is the first one, vision statement. And the second one is the mission statement. And the first one is saying that I see a wonderful hotel here. In the next 20 years, what next? And the second one is saying that currently, what services does the hotel render? Maybe they don't do some spa or something here. We want to know that. It has to be in, because it answers a lot of questions. So that's step one. Then we'll move on. Now, when we are able to do all those things, the question is that those that don't have what we have done and ask, what are some of the benefits? And this is what are some of the things on the board. So we said, by answering the number one question, first, it gives us a very clear direction as to anybody coming on board. Remember, the man said that about 50 people evaluated a lot of the business plan and he came on top. This is key. But as the time they were evaluating, he wasn't around. So what did they go through? Did they consider? It's very important. A clear direction, because no business can do everything in the world. So direction is important. So when we have done the first stage, we said it has a number of what? Advantages for us. We move on. Now we go to number 2. So number 2 says business initiative that require a business plan. So I am here, I have a business. Must I do this one? We're going to look at that. So first of all, look. So which businesses require this? First one is saying every company that is here and is within small, micro, and medium, it is a mandatory. Why? Website is not a substitute for business plan. Number 2, company profile that you can write in 3 pages is not what? A substitute for a business plan. Number 3, meetings a minute, either the whole of the year or several years together, is now what? A substitute for what? A business plan. Number 4, financial statement that anybody has prepared for us, or when we are in need, somebody put it together for us, is now what? A substitute for a business plan. So we need to get this clear. So every small, micro, medium-sized enterprises, it is a mandatory that we have all these encompassing reports. Number 1. Second one has to do with business looking for funding. So every business, either now, in the medium term, in future, you're looking for funding. They're saying that AGI has opened a secretariat at China. What is it? I'm not a business person like you, but I don't know whether they're going to make you to travel to China. If you go there, you can talk. They can give you an interpreter because you don't speak Chinese. But eventually, what it is, it's about hard document. So businesses looking for funding or investors are required to have business plan. And the question is either now, in the medium term, or in the future. Now remember, in the business plan, we will see in a moment, it's not only showing as financial statement. Financial statement doesn't talk about demand potential in the market. No. Accounting concept and principles say that anything we cannot measure in monetary terms shouldn't show up in the financial statement. So if a market is booming somewhere, you can bring it in the financial statement. But whenever you have a comprehensive business plan, somebody can know, oh, the business can thrive in the year. So we are only not looking at financial statement that time. We need what? A business plan. Apart from the previous financial statement, the plan will let the audience know that this business is sitting on a very huge opportunity. That one financial statement does not see. This is very important. Next one is about you're not looking for fun, blah, 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 but you want the business to be sold. If you want the business to be sold, your previous financial statement alone cannot sell the business. If you want the business to be sold, your website cannot do that one. If you want the business to be sold, we need to evaluate the potential customers, product, everything, location, goodwill. The only report that gives you that opportunity is the business plan. Maybe you won a lottery to go to America. You want to sell the business. How do you sell the business? It's very important. Next one is maybe you're going to partnership. Somebody is coming on board. Coming on board, financial statement alone cannot do that. Coming on